Hi everyone, Kate here, and I'm joined by Peter.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about how the first year of homeschooling went. So I did do kind of very low-key kindergarten, but this year felt like the first official year of homeschooling, right?
Yep.
Yep. So we're just going to talk about how it went. First, I'm gonna go through the books that we had. So we have handwriting, and Peter, you finished one of our handwriting without tears books, right? Mm-hmm. And then I did get, I have these other ones, but I was also interested in trying out one from The Good and the Beautiful. And so Peter made his way. He started on this very late in the year. I was surprised how long the Handwriting Without Tears book lasted us. And also handwriting was one of the subjects that kind of I would forget about it some weeks. But I'm really happy with the progress that Peter has made with his handwriting, and I definitely want to continue. And next year you said you're interested kind of in doing copy work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so from like the different subjects that you're interested in?
Like snakes.
Snakes, that would be fun. So I did get another handwriting book from The Good and the Beautiful, which I'll show in my curriculum plans for the next year. But Peter also expressed an interest in copy work, and I thought, well, if he's really interested in doing that and learning more about, he can learn more about snakes and practice handwriting, then it seems like a win-win. Okay, Peter, what did you think of this math curriculum?
Loved it.
What did you like about this math curriculum?
Everything.
Everything? So this year, I was very impressed with Peter's progress in math. I feel like you don't necessarily, I feel like some kids just understand the concept right away. And I feel like you have to work a little bit hard at it. And so then I'm really proud of the progress that you make from working hard on it. We did finish the entire book. I don't know if we'll do that every year, but right now I like the idea of finishing the books in their entirety. So we did lots of graphing, some double addition. We did lots of counting by twos, fives, tens, counting with money. And then the manipulatives box, unfortunately the clock part got broken early on in the year. But I really liked these, and I know they have upgraded. And the new boxes have less manipulatives in them, but I didn't even feel overwhelmed by this amount. But I'm still excited about the new curriculum. The one thing that I wish it did come with, there's the dry erase board on the back, and we use this a lot when we practice spelling, right?
Yep.
It didn't come with an eraser, so this was from a different dry erase board that we had, and I just ended up keeping it in the manipulatives box.
No, that came with this.
I thought, did it come with it?
Yep.
Maybe it
The
did.
black one came with my easel.
Oh, maybe it did. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. So yes, very happy with this math curriculum. I feel like math was definitely challenging, but not too challenging at this level. And I really liked it. Like, yeah, counting with money, and estimating groups of numbers. And what was your favorite thing about this math curriculum?
Subtraction mazes.
He loved these subtraction mazes. These were his favorite things. So hopefully there will be at least some in the new curriculum. If not, I could print you off some subtraction mazes. Okay, then we did play this a few times, Money Bags, and you liked this?
Of course.
Of course. So maybe we'll play it some in the new year, but I do feel Peter's getting really solid at counting money, also because he gets allowance and he loves to count his allowance to see how much he has saved up.
Right now I have $21.
Right now he has $21 saved up. Okay, then Peter's reading, it really took off this year, didn't it?
Yep.
So we started Peter at level K, language arts. And I feel like that was his level at the beginning of the year. And then he just skyrocketed and really made progress and leaps and bounds. And so we were doing 2 language arts lessons every day because they were just the right amount challenging that we could do 2 of them. And we really blasted through that material. I was just happy with the progress we were making, and it didn't seem stressful to do more than 1 lesson each day. So I went ahead in the middle of the year and I bought the level 1 language arts course. And these beginner books, Peter, what did you think of the beginner books? You liked these, but you weren't crazy about them, right? Oh, thumbs down. Yep, so Peter is not thrilled with these. He likes the kind of more, like he loves the Wing Feather Saga.
I love Harry Potter.
He loves Harry Potter, the Green Ember series. So kind of fantasy, high-end plot. So he read these, but he didn't love them. And so I did, towards the middle of the school year, I did start checking out early readers from the library, and you liked having some variety there. Because also, I made the mistake of just having you rotate through these, and you got really bored with them just being on a constant rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I'm not going to have you rotate through the books for the next year. So I did get this curriculum, and then it was like he had gotten above level 1 curriculum, but at that point it was towards the end of the school year anyway. And so we got, how far did we get? We did not get, let's see here. We got 65 lessons in. So around, or 66. So around halfway through this, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just content. I want to have a nice summer, and we'll just be done. And at the beginning of the school year, he'll just start with level 2. Now, the one thing is, I was bummed. We didn't really read through these. So actually last night when my sister was FaceTiming, she likes to read books to them. And so she read 2 of them. And these are really great stories. And I love the illustrations in these. Did you like this story, Peter?
I like the others better.
Did you like Blake the Brave better? Look at that.
Yes.
You guess?
They're not that good.
They're not that good, says
Actually,
Peter.
I'm going to get them.
So he's not really enthralled with these. So I don't know what he'll
I'm
think
really
of their
enthralled
readers.
with Harry Potter.
So then, I'm telling you, this is how much this kid's reading took off. Peter, what did you do with this?
Like 5 pages left.
He has 5 pages left.
And I read all of it.
And he read all of it, except for, remember the first chapter? You're like, I want to know about Harry. What is this first chapter?
Yep.
And so I did read aloud the second half of the first chapter to him. And what are we going to do tomorrow?
Watch the first Harry Potter movie.
We're going to watch the first Harry Potter movie, and I'm really, really excited. Arthur's watching us film this. So I'm very excited to continue on, and he just did a great job. Arthur wants to say hi. Come here, Arthur.
Hi.
There you are. Okay, you can go sit down. So Peter loved this, and I am just, this is what he's reading aloud. He does some independent reading of graphic novels. Right now you're reading through Naruto, right?
Yes.
And he loves Naruto. And I am just, it's been the most fun experience reading through this with Peter and getting to hear his theories. And would you like to tell your theory about who did you think Snape was?
I thought Snape was either Voldemort under disguise, or he was working for Voldemort.
Yes. So it was just a really fun time to read through this together. So we're going to continue on to the second book once he finishes this one. So that will be the majority of the read aloud time. The majority of the read aloud time will be Harry Potter, and we're even going to do the older books, not the older movies, as long as he seems okay, because they are intense plot lines. So maybe we'll take a break and wait till like 10 or 11 for the older books. I'm not sure. We'll see as we carry on. So Peter, what was your favorite thing about homeschooling this year?
Math.
You really liked math.
But
Cool.
then it turned into reading.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You ended up liking reading more. Now, did you enjoy the language arts curriculum?
Yes.
Yes. I thought it was
But
cool.
this year is going to be science.
Well, yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. What I really liked about their language arts was how it really is language arts. They have geography, they have portrait studies, they have some history. They did a biography of Beatrix Potter in one lesson, and they just make it very all-encompassing, and I really like that. And there's also spelling in there, and Peter's doing great at spelling, so I am just extremely happy with that curriculum. Okay, Peter, what's something you did not like about homeschooling?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm glad. You seem like you're generally happy with homeschooling.
If I could get a fit 10 out of, if I gave it, I give 10 stars.
10 stars. 10 stars for homeschooling. Good work this year, Peter. All right.
Thank you.
And then I did forget to mention, and I just want to wrap up here, 2 things that did not work for us, like at all. So I was very apprehensive at the beginning of the year with my chronic illness, which my main complaint with it is fatigue. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this school year? And I found that the open and go curriculum of the good and the beautiful was just exactly what we needed. I love, it's so funny because I hear that's a complaint that some people give. They don't like that about it, that you just open it and everything is set up and prepared for you. I really like that about it. And it was just, I'm so willing to pay for curriculum if everything can be planned out for me, and especially if I think it's covering everything that needs to be covered. So I'm just really grateful for that. I did want to be a unit study mom. So this is, we tried the mammals unit study, and honestly, I did it for about 2 weeks. And school, even the open and go curriculum, it does take a lot of energy just because you're on and you're trying to help them make their way through the curriculum, answering any questions. And this, there's different styles to unit studies, and you'll see I haven't given up on unit studies altogether, but not the good and the beautiful ones. The different activities they wanted me to do with this, it was just really time intensive and just used up way too much of my energy. So unfortunately, that did not work. So we just called it a miss with mammals. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. There's so many homeschooling moms out there who they have to reassess after trying something new. And then the other thing that I was really bummed about this is Around the World with picture books from Beautiful Feet books. And what really made me sad about this is that I worked really hard on this. We did China and we did Japan, and I think we just did China and Japan. Maybe also Thailand, but did all of that work, and then I referenced one of the China books that we did, or one of the videos that we watched to Peter, and Peter's like, what are you talking about? When did we do that? And so he didn't even remember it, and it was just so much work and so time intensive that I was like, this is just not worth it. He's not even remembering it. And I know they don't have to remember everything that you do, but I was already feeling overwhelmed and daunted by the activities that were in here. So I think I essentially want, out of a unit study, not what this is giving. It is great material, and I can see how it would work well for some families, but I think I need a little bit more freedom with unit studies. And maybe I kind of know what I like better. Also, the whole notebook thing, Peter was not that into the notebook, which was such a bummer, because I thought he would like that more, like the kind of extras that come with it. These things at the back, like a map of the country and the flag. He was not into coloring that. The animals with each country, he was just not interested in that. So I don't know if now he's more in school mindset, he'll like that better. So those were the 2 big disappointments of the year. But overall, I am really surprised and excited about how well our first official year of homeschooling went. We got through the math and the language arts, and those were the goals of the year. And then another really wonderful thing that happened really late in this school year. So I had been trying to find a co-op that could work for our family, but it felt like a unicorn because I needed something that ran regularly, because there's some that meet like once every 3 months, and like, how can you kind of, I don't know, get to know people well like that? Or on the flip side, there's ones like Classical Conversations that do meet regularly, but you have to use their curriculum. And I like having the freedom of picking and choosing and changing up curriculum if I want to. And so you have to use their curriculum, and it's very rigorous, and in more subjects than I wanted to start with. And you also have to be willing to help out at the co-op and do just different, teach a class or babysit. And I'm using up all of my energy on doing school with them and just kind of trying to maintain some order in the household. And I thought if only there was one that met regularly and it was just very low key and it was other people meeting regularly that wouldn't be dependent on me, because one of the things that I hate doing is canceling on people because of a fatigue day. It just makes me really, really sad. And I hate that it puts this pressure on me to push myself more than I need to, like when I should be resting. Because if I push myself on a fatigue day, then instead of just resting that day, then I'm going to pay for it several days over after that and feel way more miserable than I did on the original low energy day. And so I was part of there was a Facebook group for the state that I live in. And I was on that Facebook group, and there was kind of, people would ask questions about state requirements for homeschooling, and I would follow it, but I didn't really feel connected. And then I heard about, somebody said, like, I want to make friends in the area. How did you all do it? And there is a group that meets at different parks in the state each week. And so it changes from week to week where they meet. And we went, and it was just exactly what I needed. I love that it meets weekly. And so if it's a good day, we can go. But if not, I don't have to be too sad because we can try again the next week. And it's also, I love how kind of hands off the parents are. They kind of just, we get to socialize together and the kids get to play and run free. And this last week we went to a creek nearby and the boys had so much fun just playing in the water and with all of the rocks. And the other kids they have just had so much fun. And the parents are so interesting and fun to talk to. And so I feel really, really thankful that at the end of the school year, I can say that I found a really great group to hang out with. So I think I'm just willing to use up, the energy on those days, once a week, striving for that. And I'm just very, very grateful for that. So a lovely note to kind of end the school year on. So we've been doing a summer break, and Peter has been doing a math drill worksheet. Typically, most weekdays he does one. There are some exceptions. And then reading aloud for 20 minutes. So Harry Potter has been like his project this summer, reading it aloud. And I'm just very, very grateful. And I'm way more excited for this next school year going into it than I was the last, because I didn't know how it was going to go. I didn't know if it was going to be permanent or stick. And I'm just all in now. I'm all in with homeschooling. I love it. And I think it's working great for our family. And I have found so many wonderful homeschool podcasts and accounts on Instagram to follow, and just lovely, lovely people to connect through, to connect with through this. So thank you as always for watching. And in my next video, I will show you the curriculum I have picked out for the next school year. And I'm so excited about it. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And I will be back with another video soon. Bye.